Welcome back.
Welcome back. That's it, by the way. That's a lot.
Not it.
Unfortunately.
What a stupid show.
What a stupid show.
I'm so sick of this fucking show. Maximum
96
sex.
episodes of Zenkaiju.
96 episodes.
It's gone to weird places, you know. Maximum sex. Yeah.
What a stupid show! They resolved the entire plot!
Just like that. With shit they introduced. I saw someone in chat mention, say, yeah, all that shit with his dad and everything was introduced in the last episode. So in the span of 2 episodes, they've solved the whole show. Everyone who the Cerebrans killed are back. The Bestials are no longer an issue. So it's just the fucking Changerion crew now are like the only threat. That's it. And the last 2 Hitotsuki.
They resolved the entire... Wait, what about Mother?
Oh yeah,
What about Murasame? And Jiro?
Maza. Okay, so it's just those 2.
So
Remember when they were friends for an episode?
Yeah. Jiro and Don Murasame are the only things... I'm really far away from the microphone. Murasame and Don Jiro are the only... Yeah, and Kaito. I've already given up on that.
Yeah.
Jiro might suddenly become the last
Jiro.
villain. Maybe. That'd be funny.
Man.
What a stupid
What the fuck? What a stupid show.
They solved the plot in 5 minutes.
In
and
5
the
minutes?
The solution to the plot was Momoi said, unlike before where you were being banished to this forest, now you're going to be banished to this forest. But
and
if
you can't leave.
But now I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. Now if you violate that rule,
if you leave, I'll kill you.
You die.
So
I know where you live.
I feel like maybe that wasn't the most sympathetic solution to the issue, which was... I don't really care though, because the Juto has never even once actually been given to me a reason to give a shit.
No. So it's fine, yeah.
I've never actually cared about the plot of this show at all.
No.
I've never actually been emotionally invested in this show.
It doesn't let you be.
It lets some people, but...
Apparently. Not us. Doesn't let us do that.
It's not about that. It's fine.
It's fine, you know? It's fine.
I haven't been emotionally invested in Super Sentai in 2 years.
Yeah. Last time.
But it's fine, because it's not about that.
It's not.
I haven't been emotionally invested in Kamen Rider that long either.
No.
Well, longer actually, because I
was
emotionally invested in Saber.
Yeah.
I was emotionally invested in Revice, but only in
not in a
it died unhealthy way.
Yeah, not in a good way. We weren't invested in that for because of its quality.
No, I was invested. I was so invested in Daiji.
Yeah, but not
in a good way.
Not for the reason the writers wanted.
Maybe it was what they wanted.
Maybe it was. They were cooking nothing. They
were cooking. Bro's cooking nothing.
Bro's frequently wrong. Cocking at the Penix way. I miss Penix.
He was onto nothing.
He was onto nothing. Yo, he's on nothing again.
Yeah, he was on nothing here.
I don't know what this means.
I disagree.
But we on top. I miss Revice.
On top. Is Buffa following Daiji's footsteps? No, because Buffa's on a job.
No, Buff isn't clocking in to do
He's
this.
not
He's
clocking
doing
in,
this.
He's just being an asshole.
Yeah, he's doing this for normal Kamen Rider
He's
reasons.
doing
He's just
this
being
out of a
dick.
legitimate interest in being an asshole.
Like his own personal
His
reasons.
personal joy in life is to be a douchebag, but
Whereas Daiji was clocked in to do
Penis
that.
Factory. We can't do that. That's against the rules. So I clicked on an episode of Revice by accident when I was like clearing out some stuff, and it was the episode that opens with Daiji deadass walking up to GIF and being like, "All right, let's make a contract."
Yes. Right after he fucking. Is that the episode he fucking shot Akashi right in the head?
He fucking killed the Geistman by shooting him to death in the head, and then walked up to the greatest evil in the world. Was like, "All right,
it's like,
you and
now,
me, bud, let's go."
Oh, he was so awesome for that.
Yeah, I was so mad when they didn't actually go through with it.
Honestly, they immediately talked him out of it. Remember how Hiromi was constantly trying to fucking talk him down from the minute he came back to the show? And Daisy was like, no.
It didn't work.
No, right until the end where they had one of the lamest fights ever seen on television.
That was such bad choreography.
Awful, because Hiromi fights like a fucking 90-year-old man.
They were just slapping each other. Yeah.
Revice was so good.
He might be more... Miho is not dead.
No.
She
went to the Bestial Forest.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine.
I'm sure it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So there's 47, 48, 49. There's 4 episodes left, actually.
Huh?
We have the entire month. We have the entire month of February.
What?
There's 4 episodes left. That was 46. It's 47, 48, 49, and 50.
What are they?
There's 4 episodes. There's like over an hour of this shit still left.
But
bro, they're cooking.
But what were they cooking?
What are they gonna cook?
What's left, man? They've used all the ingredients. They're out of things to cook. And they still haven't served a fucking thing.
Bro was frequently wrong. Baron was frequently wrong.
Yeah, he was wrong a lot of the time.
Frequently wrong. It has to be Jiro stuff.
Like what else? Jiro and Murasame.
Waste this episode next week just
on
doing
nothing.
Goofy stuff, and then it'll be like Jiro and Murasame
for the last 3.
For 2 episodes, and then the last episode will be like just an art piece.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm strong enough.
The last episode will be the last episode of Fies.
They'll just air it.
Yep.
Unedited.
But they'll play the Donbrothers opening instead of the Fies opening.
I don't think I want that.
And then we'll never acknowledge, this Super Sentai ever again.
Yeah. This is it.
Lock it away. 20, 30 years from now, when they're doing another Gokaiger 5. It's
there just won't be anything for these guys.
Yeah, this was if you condense the essence of Donbrothers down into a single 30-minute episode, nothing. What would it be? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you.
Kaito's not in this show, girl.
No, he's not.
There is literally no actual indication that fucking Dog Kaito is a Juto.
Well, yeah, I guess now.
If ever there was a time,
now would have been the moment.
He's not a Juto. He's the administrator.
Yeah.
It's certainly unique. I've
never.
It's one of the most uniquely structured toku. It just makes no sense and has no meaning.
It has no plot.
Yeah.
And it's cooking nothing.
It's the closest Toku's got to Always Sunny.
Yeah, I'll take that.
There's like, I mean, that was the running theory, of course, that Kaito was copied by Don Kaito. Like,
but now,
if ever there was a time for that to come to light, it would have been this episode, right?
Yeah, surely. I guess we had a lot of other shit to do. We had to find the Ring of Forgiveness, which was maybe the worst looking prop I've ever seen in a Toku show.
It's funny. I actually like those episodes. I thought they were pretty funny. But like, he's just the guy. He's just the guy. He's just the administrator for the Donbrothers, which is a thing that hasn't really been explained as to what that
As to what the Donbrothers
are, why they exist.
They exist to fight the Hitotsuki, but like, there's only 44 of those, I guess, right?
No. Do you see an end to this?
Do you see it? Well, I do, because they're based on previous Super Sentai, and there isn't a Donbrothers one, and there isn't a Zenkaija one, so there's only 44 of them.
Unless there is.
I don't want that. I don't want to see what that would look like.
I want it to just be the Zenkaija monster from the Saber movie.
Oh, they will. Oh, but that was a Megid, so it's going to have a book.
I don't give a shit. They just throw that head on top of it.
Yeah, I just because the only bit of that looked like Zenkaija was just in a book because of Saber stuff. So I wonder.
Oh yeah.
How easily they'd be able to reuse it.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Oh yeah, I heard about that. And I thought Jiro's plot was too sad. Kind of like asked Shinakura to just stop doing it. And he was like, "No, cook.
No, cook. You have to." He's shackled to the fucking stove.
Cook it.
Get cooking.
Cook.
Cook up the most fucking nothing man ever and make him miserable.
Make him miserable. This is what you get for not making him a fucking character. Now I have to do it. Cook.
Now I have to do it, and I'm just like, fuck this. Fine, you don't like him? You don't like him? Tell him how much you don't like him.
Cook. Do it.
Cook it until it's burnt.
Cook him. Cook this motherfucker.
Do you remember, this is really funny, now that the whole Rumi not being real thing has come out way back, like when he went to visit them the first time after allegedly joining the Donbrothers.
Yeah.
When he showed them all the thing, and they were all like, "Oh man, did he just buy that at the shop or something?"
What?
As he was, yeah. What was going on there? And like as he was leaving, he actually like transformed in front of Rumi, and it was kind of a sweet moment because they were like, "Oh, it was as much as you can expect." Yeah. But I recall you saying while it was going on to like addressing Jerry, like, your god is laughing at you right now. We didn't know how much
he was cooking.
He was cooking because not only
was that always like a thing.
No,
there have been,
no.
Like, I mean, it's
100%
consistent enough
not.
because her Rumi and the other characters have literally never interacted with anybody who wasn't Jiro.
They haven't, but like all of Jiro's stuff doesn't matter.
Time, but like,
they didn't act like this until like the last episode.
No, because
they
like,
didn't like
Jiro.
Activate. Yeah, they didn't like when he wasn't in the room. They were like, "Man, fuck that guy."
It implies that they're autonomous and they don't really like him that much.
Yeah,
like they like him. I mean, he's like their childhood friend, and they like him. Like
but like
they have a lifelong bond, but they don't. They think he's really annoying.
They don't like choose to associate with him. He's delusional, but I guess I respect him for it. You gotta give it to him. He's really committed.
I thought that he was being delusional about Rumi being his girlfriend until like that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't challenged. I thought she was just a girl that he knew.
Yeah.
She's like, my girlfriend. I'm like, huh?
Huh?
That was just a person.
Me?
This is like the last scene when she leaves after she nurses him back to health. When she just shows up for no reason.
Mm.
When he has, I don't want to write this character sickness.
Yeah.
What happened to him at that point? I literally don't remember.
Murasame hit him with one attack, I think, and he was out of the show for literally like 3 weeks.
Yeah. She like got on the bus to leave, and she like ignored him.
Yeah, like, I don't think this was a thing that they were delusional, or at least not like this.
I mean, I
they
guess
might
it's
have been
different. They're
made
not,
up, but
the thing is, they're not his delusions, though. If they
no,
were his delusions, they would probably like him.
yeah, his fucking surrogate dad, who was a bestial, made them up for him.
Can they all do that?
I was gonna say, which is just a thing that the bestials can do, or I guess maybe the paint. Fuck knows. There's no law. There's no rules. There's no structure to this. They can do what the fucking plot needs them to do.
Do they exist when he's not there?
I like the way they were in this. I don't feel like they do, but they did.
But they do, because
we saw them doing that.
We
but
see them operating autonomously, like of him, like
Jiro is a fucking enigma.
Why was the entire show not, like? Why is this a last minute thing? They could have milked this for content for weeks.
They could have.
And they had just fell over dead. So we'll never get any fucking answers. Those characters will never show up again because they're not real, and the thing that was casting that spell died. Yeah,
and Jiro knows they're not real now. So
Jiro knows they're not real now.
That's all over. It's just Jiro and fucking Dangerous
Did
Jiro.
They
That's
know they
his whole
real?
side of the plot. I don't think they did.
Okay, because there's the scene in this episode where he introduces Rumi to Tsubasa, and she greets him like she's a real person, and then the camera flips to let you know that she's not real, and you know he greets her, but then the scene, the direction of the scene changes, and she doesn't show up again. Like, does she know that she's not real?
Because then fucking his dad says, "Yeah, I've made illusions of all your friends for you."
Yeah.
While she still stood there.
Supposedly still stood there.
In theory. We never see her again after that until the scene where I guess she
Does she just go away if Jiro loses focus?
Yeah, I don't...
If he stops focusing on them, do they just go away?
It doesn't...
It doesn't matter, but like...
Doesn't...
This is the most interesting part of the lore to me. Is just these fake people that... Imagine having fucking fake imaginary friends that are like programmed to like you and they don't like you.
Yeah.
That much.
Like, man, this guy's kind of fucking annoying.
This guy's fucking
I'm kind of glad he left town.
What was the point of him being a Don brother? I guess because he's part of the Don clan.
Where did he get the fucking? Do you remember when he just got that?
Well, he's part of the
He was like, I can feel it. I can feel it coming, and it just arrived in his hands.
I guess because he's Don clan.
I guess because he was Don clan. Why is it not a Don blaster like everybody else has?
Fuck you.
Fuck you. What's with the tiger thing? Instead of tiger. Why does he have that? Why does he? Why? No time for that, Don Goku.
Yeah, nobody likes Jiro.
In the whole show,
Dangerous Jiro doesn't even like Jiro.
No.
Murasame likes Jiro, I guess.
Yeah, they had a thing that one time. Who himself is a living sword.
Himself is, of course, a living sword, but at least he's actually real.
Yeah, Maza.
Did Jiro ever teleport into battle? No. It never teleports him.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, he has to run in by himself.
He always seemed to, for some reason, be aware of what was going on.
Do you remember the whole Dragonfires thing? Where, like...
Oh, fuck.
The first time they did...
funny. When he was actually a character.
When they did the whole, like... They were in, like, the... Being famous and being all affected by it. And they all, like... That was the first time that we found out they could just turn down the getting fucking kidnapped by the changes.
Yeah.
Because they all appeared to summon them to a fight and they went, no. And just took the gears out. I'm busy with their fucking long noses. That was the origin of the photo book thing.
Yes, that was a good.
Because Kaito was like, "Oh, I handled the press conference for you." I'm like, "What? What'd you do?"
And Goku is transported.
No. Right, I thought I could remember that.
Just the thing fucking with him.
Yeah.
I think it's just the thing fucking. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't use it.
I think Inoue has just decided he really doesn't like him more since those initial episodes.
There's no real logic behind what like when it happens and when it doesn't happen. Also, because like in this episode he was like, well, something must have happened because they didn't get like teleported here, but they weren't like engaged. Like they weren't fighting or anything. There was no actual like thing that was stopping them from being summoned. Right? You know what I mean?
No,
like,
yeah.
Nothing was stopping. Were they too far away? That doesn't matter.
Like Taro wasn't in the fucking bestial forest when Kijino turned into a monster, so
yeah,
they could have just.
There's no rules because they didn't
making
write any
it
rules.
up.
Like there is no rules. They didn't write the rules. The rules are just whatever they decide the rules are that day when they start filming.
Yeah.
Or when they write it.
And he knows everything that happens in the script because he wrote it this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just a hard... I mean, I'm not really invested in any Donbrothers character, but like... You know?
Yeah.
It's not easy out here. It's not easy being cheesy. None of the characters are really fully realized beings. They are, but like in a way that's like you know how like a Super Sentai character is like a Super Sentai character. You look at it like you're like, oh, that's fucking Kirame Blue. I know what his operating procedure is. For the Donbrothers characters, they're just like weird fucking people.
Yeah,
they're not like Sentai
I couldn't
characters.
tell you how any of them would respond to a situation.
Yeah.
What happens if you put them in a situation?
Which I guess is good, but doesn't make them particularly endearing or like
memorable.
Yeah.
I will forget a lot about these guys once the show is over. These are not my treasured friends.
Yeah, I forgot everything about Zenkaiger when those characters stopped showing up.
Well, we know why that is.
Yeah, because they didn't have anything.
Because they weren't characters.
I mean, they're not, but it's not bad. It's just different.
Yeah, I don't dislike them, but like,
it's not a thing that anyone was interested in doing.
I mean, yeah, like I'll remember an image of them, but it won't really be that related to the events and goings on of the show.
Yeah,
you know, I'll remember like the general perception of what they're like, but in the show they're not very consistent.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember like moments. Oh, do you remember that one time when Kijino like what?
When he what did he do?
I mean, I
when he killed that
guy, killed people and went crazy and shit.
Turned into monsters 3 times.
3 times.
What a fucking king! And the only one of them that was funny was the Car Ranger one.
Yeah.
Because Miho got hit by a bike.
Stupid.
When they turned into the Sun Vulcan, oh my god, they
all did that.
That just reminded me. Yeah, they all turned to him because they were having another one of the fucking Noto sit down at the goddamn Donbro and have conversations for a whole episode thing.
I won't forget the time that Inu brother ate dog food. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it finished? Is Ultra Galaxy finished?
I think it is. Yeah, I recall. I seem to have heard.
I guess we should do that next.
Now.
No. Oh, we'll do that next week, maybe.
We'll do it sometime.
Maybe we'll do it next week. It depends on how this week's streams go. In terms of what I can get done. Oh, the second special thing, it'll be at the end of the show. Zero does have a new form, doesn't he?
He does, I hear.
I
haven't seen it.
I
might have seen
show it for like 10 seconds at the end of the last one?
Oh, Shining Ultimate.
Whatever.
And yeah, Supremo Blanco.
Lame. I heard that.
Yeah, and he lost.
Yeah, I heard that the new loser guy is like not even in it.
Oh, Regulus?
Yeah, I heard that he's like not in it at all.
I hear he doesn't even show up really till episode 8 out of 10, which is funny.
They hyped him so hard.
He's got his own show.
And they hyped him the fuck up, and then he's just like not in it.
He's one of the Leo brothers.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. He's from Planet.
Don't even joke about that.
Don't even joke. You could never be them. You could fucking never be
You could
them.
never be a Leo brother. And their
Leo!
dog. No!
And the dog?
Yeah, they had a dog. I think Leo had to kill it.
Doing? Leo's so normal.
Oh, well, that's okay. It'll be going forward for all the streams, so you'll see it eventually. I would be Leo, but Jay would also be Leo. And I'd be 7.
Depends. Yeah, you'd be 7. I'd be Leo. Which
There you go.
We need more of the people who do the fan art in this stream when we say shit like that, so we could get you running me over with a jeep.
I want to find that gif of Leo of Gen running down the
hallway. in the hole, yeah, with the bang.
I can't even stress you enough. That's like literally like episode 2.
For real,
it's like the first 5 episodes.
Awesome.
You could do
when
that
he fucking.
I don't know. We're not going to go for too long today. I think.
I don't feel like that we had too much to say.
We don't have too much to talk about. I'm really tired. I feel like.
To be honest, hey, why are we doing the same thing again?
It's -7 degrees outside.
Oh, he sucks.
It sucks, and I gotta.
Shit to do.
I don't actually have shit to do. I was like gonna say something about sucking dick or something, but it didn't come out.
That sucks. You know, I was working until
maximum sex. What?
Maximum sex. I was working today. I didn't start till kind of late, but like I was working till 8:30.
8:30
in the evening.
Yeah.
And on the walk home, I was like, I could kind of just go to bed. Like to be honest, I could get in, have a shower, and very easily just go to bed.
I was.
But then I played some Deep Rock for like an hour, and then we've done this.
Deep cock shooter.
Deep cock shooter. That's the guy.
That's the guy. Yeah, still no King Oger stuff.
I was thinking that we still know it's not real.
5 weeks away.
5 weeks away. It's not real.
Next week is the first. This is, but like
first week of February.
This is the first week of February. Next week there will be a press release.
There has to
on
be,
Jesus.
Or it's not real.
On Jesus.
If there isn't, it's literally a fake show. If it's
not in the first 2 weeks of February, there's no press release, and you're just gonna have to find out when the fucking episode airs.
It would actually be awesome if they did that. No trailer, no nothing. Just sit down, watch it, and fucking find out.
Sit down and find out.
Yeah, like just be like an actual kid again, and just know nothing about the show till you start watching it.
They haven't even started airing commercials.
They haven't.
It comes out in 5 weeks.
Insane. They've had the mech in the show with fucking Oni Taijin's head, which
apparently is a gimmick.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Okay, but like if you pre-order the King
you get
the head.
You get the
which really implies to me that that's a gimmick.
Or why would you do? Why would you do that?
What? Are you being serious? Are you just lying? Are you lying to me?
Is that true?
You're being funny, right? Like you're not being serious, right?
You've just been a funny guy.
Why would you want Oni Taijin head? I could give you
Oni
a couple
Taijin
examples
head?
of Oni head that I would like.
I can amuse myself so easily now. I can look at the camera.
Yeah, that's really,
Ranger.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah, it really gets amusing the first couple times when you can just like look at things.
When I can just like.
Shinkenger did the hat thing. That's pretty much it. That was pretty much the only one because they had the helmet thing, like samurai helmets.
Oh yeah, and that was great. All of those look good.
Gokaiger, yeah, kind of. That's true. Gokaiger kind of
did
did that.
Yeah.
It was a little more than that, but some of them did have different heads.
Yeah, Kanzen Gokaiger.
Geki Oja had.
I don't remember.
That? I don't remember that.
Oh, it did because the thing's attached to its head, but that's another one where they all looked
bad. Oh, like Geki Bat.
So, yeah.
Geki
Bat and Geki Shark, which is really, really bad.
Yeah, Geki Oja wasn't great. I mean, it was fine.
No.
But like...
Yeah.
Shark one was the best.
The shark one, yeah, with just the
Yu
whole
Soldier?
fucking.
Do you Soldier have helmets? Like hats?
Well, the head's changed.
That's
Like the
basically
whole
same.
head. Yeah. The helmets, technically.
Head.
Head. Yeah, like the little guys who wear the
Go say
heads.
head.
Go say head. Don't
Go say
speak
you
to me
did
of them.
do that. I think.
I don't care. They. Oh, it did, because like the pirate one.
Yeah.
They used to do that a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I don't care for the
It's a
Gosei
simple way
headers.
to change the visual design. Change the
It
head.
is. They're gonna. I mean, did we mention this, or was this somewhere else? Like the little 5 extra bugs who are not related to the thing. You can definitely swap those out for like other stuff, because
Yes. Oh
they're
yeah,
like just.
Kyoryugen did do that. They had helmets. A couple of them did.
Oh yeah, they did. Ah,
Gigant
wow,
Kyoryugen did, and Rocket Kyoryugen
Oh,
did. And Kyoryugen, yeah, the one that had Gold's mech on it, where they just slapped it on the back, called it a day.
yeah,
It had a different head.
awesome.
Right in Kyoryugen. Yeah, it was called Raiden
Whatever.
Kyoryugen. But they literally just slapped the
the whole
mech,
thing.
the whole thing. They just slapped it on the back and put a different helmet on it. Called it a fucking day. That was a pretty fucking lazy one. That was a stupendously lazy one. What's my favorite Sentai mech? Galaxy Mega, probably. Yeah, I'll say Galaxy Mega. That's an easy one. Like, that's a simple solution.
It's a straightforward answer.
Yeah, I wish I could get the model kit for that thing.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really expensive. It's like it's been like out of print for forever. What?
Heard that.
No, you didn't. Victory Robo is also pretty good.
Victory Robo. Victory Mars.
Victory Walker.
Victory Walker. Victory Mars' dick sucking face.
So sucking dick.
Sucking dick?
That was a good era.
That was a good bit of time. I of course like Gao King a lot.
And Gao King ruined it.
Gao King did introduce the whole swappable components part, so fuck him forever.
Yeah, so fuck him forever. Gao
Fuck
Polar.
your life. Gao Polar. Gao Knuckle.
Gao
Double Knuckle. Gao King Double Knuckle.
Monkey. Gao Muscle.
Gao Muscle. Gao Muscle.
They were really
Striker.
fucked for that kind of shit. You don't do that anymore. Where it's like what was Gao Muscle? It was just like the legs are still the same.
The legs, and it had the bit that's the head as well.
Oh yeah.
That then became the belt.
Oh.
Like it's got like a metal. Yeah, it's got like a whole metal brace on.
Yes, it does.
Gao Kong that like just supports the bird, and you need to have the bird in there, or you can't. Actually, it won't hold together. It won't hold together.
It needs to snap in there. Yeah.
Yeah, like it'll plug into Gao Bison fine, but like it'll just flop in half without that. Why did they do that?
Dumb, because you.
Sick
and then
fucks.
that was such. They realized that was stupid because now you've got 2 Gao. Eagles or whatever. Oh no! You had to buy Gao King, I think.
Yeah. I mean, in I was gonna say in America. No, in Power Rangers, it came with a single slab set of legs.
Yeah, well, those were motorized.
They were, weren't they?
Yes.
And purple, I want to say, instead of black. I recall there being a set of purple
mine
legs.
Were black, I think.
There was a version of that was purple, but that was something else.
I don't think I actually have Gao King. I have Gao God. I mean, what's the American name for that? Animus. Which I don't actually have.
The Wild Force Megazord.
I don't think I do.
Oh, I could tell you. Well, the only other legs are the striker legs, right? So it should. I don't know if you could even use the bird with that. I'm not 100%, but like,
I don't think it needs the bird.
Well, the thing is, you could, in theory, if you were doing
theory.
Gao Muscle Striker,
Yeah.
have both Gao King and Gao Muscle at the same time, because you don't need any of the same components except for the bird. And their solution to this is it has this little grey thing, like this little puck. Oh, for the Rhino, it comes with Gao Rhino.
Oh yeah.
So for something other than the armadillo that it can like kick, it has this little puck, and then that extends, and it's got like the clips to attach to the bit that you stick Gao Eagle into, so you can have them both at once. And the reason I know about this is, despite owning all the fucking pieces of this and having had the Rhino Zord since I was literally 5 years old, I have at some point, not knowing what it was, lost that piece. So I can never do Gao Muscle Striker.
Damn.
Sucks.
No, I don't think
I'm always doing shit like that.
I don't think I had Gao King, but I did have Gao Muscle.
Muscle.
I do have Gao Eagle, which does still have. So it did come with its own Gao Eagle.
Ah.
It must have, because I'm almost completely positive that I didn't have.
I wonder if that had a face on it.
Yes, it did. You can turn the tail around. It does have the face, because you could just jet that into Gao King or Gao God.
Ah.
But I had Gao
That's
God,
fucked up.
Gao Muscle, and Gao Hunter.
Wait, okay, so you had everything I didn't have.
Yes, I didn't have Gao King.
You had 100% the reverse of what I had.
I also had the Wolf Growl phone, but not the actual normal one.
Yeah, and I had the normal one.
I also had the dagger. What did they call it?
Okay, I had that. I don't remember.
I don't care.
That.
And I had the bow.
I didn't have that.
Falcon bow. Falcon
yeah,
Musher.
yeah.
I had that.
I had Gao King. I had the regular Growl phone.
Wow.
And I had the dagger. I had a Red Ranger costume.
Nice.
With a just hilariously bad version of the logo on the belt. I always remember thinking it looked terrible. Like, just so mushy and undefined. And I also had Gao Icarus.
Oh, I didn't have that.
Which, I'm thinking about it. I guess they didn't sell Gao Icarus, did they? They sold the Rhino.
They sold it all in separate pieces.
Yeah, you had to buy them all separately, because Gao's giraffe is in shit way earlier than the stag or the fat. Like, he's one of the earliest.
Gao giraffe. Yeah.
Gao King spear.
Gao King spear.
Yeah, and Gao King, was it like claw for the fucking?
Oh shit! If I know.
I never liked the deer, even when I was a kid. I thought he was
damn deer.
Fuck that guy. Go apologize to Gao Deer.
Go apologize to Gao Deer.
For a whole episode.
I had the fucking Wild Force bikes that fucking opened up into wings from Forever Red.
God,
there was a Red Ranger one, and there was a Silver Ranger one also.
I had the Animarium playset. I just remembered. God. With like the big lion face that like is a door opens up. Had like a little fucking net launcher and a fucking roller coaster.
Whatever.
And because the fountain would go crazy.
Missiles that you could shoot out of them.
They did. You could. I don't have those. But like you open the mouths up and they have the fucking holes to plug in missiles.
Yeah.
That shit was insane back then.
Got all the auxiliary mech for Bokenger. They could make their own robot. Yeah, that is true. I don't remember if that was in the show.
Oh man, Bokenger. The what's the version of that that's like the big jet where that forms the middle of a robot and just looks
Ultimate Daiboken?
Oh, what a guy! Because it's just a whole jet with a face for a cockpit with limbs stuck on. There's actually a lot of shit in Bokenger.
You'd think that Ultimate Daiboken is the last one, but there's also Dai Voyager.
Fuck Dai Voyager. Get him out of here.
Ugly as hell.
Max Magma, motherfuck. Why would you call back to that when he almost killed the whole franchise? Do you remember the 5-man? No. The 5-man Hitotsuki in this, back when they still had monster forms that were different, his was based on Max Magma.
That was fucked. I really hated that.
Why did they do
That
that?
was so
That's so
upsetting
funny.
They wasted the budget on that thing to make it Max Magma.
To make it Max Magma, the most hated man of all time.
Dive Voyager did not combine with anything else. It was just
No.
so like Ultimate Daiboken was like all of them, like all of their shit, and then Dive Voyager, whatever the fuck its actual robot form is called. Maybe that is what it's called, Dive Voyager. Dive Voyager is just its own thing. It's just a battleship that stands up.
Yeah.
Max,
it's got those spinny fists.
Yeah, it's got those stupid ass fists on it. Dive Tenken is a movie mech. That is true. Oh yeah, that is where it's from. And then also Silver's shit didn't combine with anything ever.
No.
He could use
Siren
use
Builder.
the other arms, but Siren Builder just stayed on its own, which was weird and kind of auxiliary to the pattern. No, maybe it wasn't yet. I don't know if Machi Ranger did that too. I guess that was still the pattern at the time. But after that, like starting pretty soon after that, they would do like ultimate all robots together shit.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't leave 6 out in the cockpit. Like, Go-Onger really started that kind of shit. Shinkenger followed. I guess that's really where it started.
Yeah. Oh, Nova, Max Magma, to my understanding, it's mostly because 5-Man was extremely unpopular, right?
Yes.
Was kind of like the tail end of a slump in Sentai popularity before Jetman came in and literally did revitalize the whole thing. By being an Inoue show, for better or for worse.
By being
but Max Magma, by being the Inoue show. But Max Magma was like the big, like, Christmas present, huge box on the shelf, toy item.
Nobody wanted it.
And like that was the big thing you bought for the 5-Man toys, and no fucker wanted it at all. So like it performed terribly, is my understanding at any rate.
Yeah.
So they spent a lot, making it, packing it, fucking shipping it, and promoting it and everything. All the normal stuff you do for big expensive toys. And everyone looked at it and went, "No."
Oh, thank you.
I don't want it. No, thank you. Max Magma, you can keep him.
Yeah, it was a huge loss for the company.
Yeah, and I believe that was kind of a real moment for them where they're like, "Oh fuck, oh people don't want this shit."
And then Jetman came out and had good writing, and then G-Ranger came out and had good toys.
Yeah, and between the two of them, they set the trend for
going forward. Well, the
next
really
like
set
10
a
years
necessarily, but G-Ranger certainly did.
Yeah, Jesus.
It to some extent.
Well, it had the first 6th Ranger.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget about that.
Yeah. We found the new member of the Zoo Rangers.
Go to hell.
Go to hell.
What?
What?
What? G-Ranger, I think. I mean, other shows did it before, but I think G-Ranger really cemented the way that the mechs were multicolored.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
other
really
people
wasn't.
Like Liveman did that too,
but not quite the same way.
Maybe that's just like a Western perspective because you think of the Megazord. But like Daijujin was very clearly like 5 robots.
It was kind of the first point, like, because we've looked through these things in the past, like the toys and all that, and like there is that's the hard thing about Sentai mechs. Is kind of starts going that way because there's more colors and limbs, but a lot of them, like, they'd be different. Well, actually, a lot of them wouldn't be. They'd mostly be blue.
Yeah.
For a really long time. And then even if there was color on the individual bits, when you combine them together, they would just, like, they'd be a very unified looking robot, like all black and white and red and Gundam colors.
They were clearly designed to be robots that just also happen to be combiners. Yeah,
made of lots of smaller parts. But Daijujin was kind of the point where it was like, it was the sum of its parts. Like, you could see the individual bits.
5 dinosaur robots that also happened to combine into a super robot.
Yeah. That looked really cool.
And then that would carry forward with Dairanger, O-Ranger to some extent. Ranger especially.
Oh, yeah.
Where they had 5 humanoid robots that would combine to be one big robot. Like, they really started nailing that in that era. Like, Jet Icarus and whatever the other Jet Garuda
Mm.
are like fine, but like they're nothing to write home about in terms of being combiners.
No, they don't. They don't have that thing.
But they're definitively the sum of their parts with like Daijujin and Dragon Caesar.
Dragon Caesar.
Dragon these.
Yeah, they hadn't quite got the fucking combination thing down yet.
Well, that part they didn't get right.
Yeah.
Because fucking whatever Daijujin and Dragon Caesar's combined form
Oh,
is
the
called.
actual one is just awful.
It's just like Dragon Caesar like flayed open and set on top of Dragons or
draped
Daijujin.
over him like a hat. It's
and then they shove that inside of Titanus. I can't remember what
just
Titanus
the toy
is called. Oh,
yeah,
that was only in Power Rangers.
Was it?
I
could have sworn I'd seen
like
it.
Ultimate Daijujin in Titanus. I
In
think
that-
was only in Power Rangers because I'm pretty sure
'Cause
they
they
just used footage of the fucking toy.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
I have to look this up now.
Oh, sick behavior.
Dairange perfected what Jirenja introduced. That's probably true. Like, I probably agree with that. Hi, Dairy. I'm eating a cookie, sorry.
Oh, hi, Tay. Oh, Fumos. White
Fucking
woman.
Dang. I'm so hungry.
So hungry. Hey, it's fun having to guess where I need to where I have to look to be looking at things on the desk.
You could just open OBS and make every creation of this area.
Just recreate your room in my OBS so I know where to look.
Dai Satan.
Daisatan, what a normal guy.
Dino Tanker. I almost forgot about Dino Tanker.
Oh, how could you remember when Dino Tanker was in
I was
Zenkaiju?
gonna say that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Ah, fuck off, whatever.
Fuck.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. It's a less good episode.
Yeah, it actually kind of was.
It's not true.
No.
Megazord. I'm trying to find like. Mecha. No, that's not what I want. Well, they're allies. Turbo Ranger.
Have you heard the exploits of the first Super Sentai?
Have you heard the exploits of the first Super Sentai? Zuten Gatai Zuten Daijujin. What the fuck is Zuten? Oh, that's
that thing.
That's Ultimate. That's what I called
Right.
Ultimate Daijujin earlier. Zuten Daijujin is
Right.
the one where Dragon Caesar is just fucking flopped on top of it. Apparently, in Power Rangers, this was called Mega Dragon Zord. Even though
Fuck
90% of it is not the Dragon
It's not.
Zord.
Not the combination where the Dragon Zord is actually most of the robot.
It is also
and
known as
replaces the
Super
T-Rex.
Dino Megazord, Dino Mega Dragon Zord, or Ultra Zord. Get this
Oh.
shit straight! It's got 4
Original
fucking
Power
names and they all
Rangers.
suck!
Original Power Rangers was so good because they just say any old shit.
There was no
They would literally
consistency in the
write a
script.
different name every week.
There was no consistency in the script whatsoever.
Awesome.
The Mega Dragon Zord also rode a Titanus, transforming into the Dino Ultra Zord.
Whatever.
And that's what that is.
That's nothing. By the
Wait,
way,
Ultimate
Daiji, it's
Daijujin
very fun being in
He is a
motion.
different thing. What the hell is Ultimate Daijujin?
Huh?
Ultimate
What's
Daijujin is Ultra Dino Zord. It is when they put it in Daijujin. I mean, when they put it in Brachion. Not Brachio.
whatever.
Brachion.
Nope. Not Brachio. We know that guy.
The Beast Knight God King
Bra-
Brachion.
Huh? Beast Knight, the Beast Knight God King.
Yeah, what's confusing about that?
No, it's fine. It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
Jukish King. Fucking. Whatever.
Whatever.
King
Fuck
Tanker.
those guys. Huh? Oh, I know.
This is the only Brachiosaur themed mecha that does not have a corresponding ranger. That's true.
That is true. Thanks, Ranger Wiki.
Thanks, Ranger Wiki. Titanus. Okay, Titanus is objectively a better name.
It literally is.
Titanus served as the carrier Zord for the Dinozords, Ninja Zords, and Shogun Zords. Whatever.
Whatever.
They had the Shogun Zords in this second thing?
They kept that shit around for that long? What's wrong with you? 3 fucking series in. We cannot get... Were they selling it the whole time? That's
probably.
Really funny. Fuck, that's funny.
When the Rangers got their Thunder Zords in Season 2, Titanus did not appear and was replaced by Tor the Shuttle Zord.
Right. Whatever.
In Season 3, Titanus returned and was modified by Alpha to combine with the... What?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was when they started putting the toys...
What the hell is Ninja Ultra Zord?
Is that the one with the Falcon on it? Or is that the Dai Shogun? Yeah, the one that's a building. That's
How
made
the
of buildings.
fuck should I know?
You know Kaku Ranger.
Ninja... I don't.
I
Ninja
know.
Ultra Zord! No! It's just the Ninja Mega Falcon Zord in Titanus!
Yes, that's what I want it to be.
You're killing me. This is
Can
not...
we see?
I don't remember this.
This is fucking... This is... Okay. No, this I don't remember. I knew like they had just started using the fucking toys in like Zyuranger even, but I didn't know they kept it in the fucking...
Oh, good, it's transparent. That's fucking great.
Oh!
Yeah, it looks fucking awful.
This isn't right. I need to look at it. This isn't right.
This isn't right. That was ours.
This isn't right. That is Dragonzord's chest on the front.
No, it's not. Shut up. Oh God, you didn't see that.
Holy! I did see
that. That is
that.
Dragonzord.
What?
What? Did Dragonzord get destroyed?
I guess they salvaged some of it to stick on Titanus.
Fuck yourself.
You know, sitting down to write this.
The Dragonzord's design is similar to that of Mechagodzilla. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Which is it?
Is it really? Dumb shit.
Is it which one?
A monster
Point
from
me
the
to the
Godzilla
one.
movie franchise. Its method of rising from the ocean is also reminiscent of Godzilla. Is it?
I think you'll find he's more reminiscent of just the man himself than of Mechagodzilla specifically, because Mechagodzilla doesn't really look like that.
The face is sort of similar.
It's a bit, but like literally only the face. The rest of him is much more Godzilla because he's chunky and not so upright. I guess it was the 90s though, so like they were what, Mechagodzilla 2?
In Return of the Green Ranger, the Dragon Zord and Tiger Zord are never seen together in a single shot, as no such battle took place in Super Sentai.
Yeah, they couldn't do that.
That was a really good point in time Power Rangers when they were like kind of like phasing between G-Ranger
that was
and
awesome.
Ranger footage, and they had to like just
really get creative,
just really rough it.
Yeah. Fuck. That was, like right when they started bringing in the Ranger stuff is so fucking awesome because they still have all the Ranger shit hanging around, but they can't really use any of it outside of like cutaways.
Due to Tommy's continued presence when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers adapted Ranger footage, the Dragon Zord saw continued use alongside the Thunder Megazord, although its use was often limited by reason of Tommy's continuously draining powers. In actuality, as they originated from different series, the Dragon Zord was never directly depicted alongside the Thunder Megazord or any monster from Ranger. I like how you have to explain that.
Yeah, just so you know.
Additionally, the Dragon Zord could no longer combine with the other Zords as the Thunder Zords were incompatible with it. No shit.
Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, it's funny when they tried this shit in Master Rider, how they just didn't care at all. You know, there was no craft
when
to
Jay
that.
would just show up, or fucking Zio, or whatever.
They would, they would just like throw in those clips completely fucking like just no attempt to blend them in at all. Just whatever. We have the footage, you know. I remember watching episode 1 of Masked Rider, and just all of that shit with Doras in the junkyard is just there. Like where he gets like the robot arm and stuff. Oh, that's just that whole thing. Oh, what? Do you know it's really funny how Dex, his name is Prince Dex, on the embattled planet of Edenoi. I remember the opening. Fuck, that's annoying.
Why have you watched Masked Rider?
I had it on DVD as a kid. I saw it in. I literally saw it. I saw it in like the DVD. Not even in the aisle. You know that shelf they have by the checkouts.
Yeah.
Or had in like the fucking mid 2000s. I just saw it there while we were buying groceries on like in the clearance DVD, and I was like, "Hey, that looks kind of cool. Can we get that?" It's like. I don't know. Maybe I recognized the Saban logo because I knew Power Rangers a bit at that point, and I was like, "Hey, this looks cool," And I was like, "Can we get this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I went home and I watched it, and I was like,
"That sucks.
That sucks. What the fuck is Ferbus?"
Beetleborgs, motherfucker.
I had that on VHS, and that sucks too. I had the one with the white guy in it. Is that who I couldn't for the longest time find any evidence that he actually existed in
there was a period of time where I swear to God I just made up Beetleborgs.
It could happen.
It could happen. Like, do you guys remember Big Bad Beetleborgs? No?
No?
What are you fucking talking about? Yeah,
do you remember
Big Bad Beetleborgs?
With Flabber?
I never actually watched Beetleborgs.
You shouldn't. It's actually really bad, but the bit of it that is like what you expect, where it's like kids being Beetleborgs, is fine.
Beetleborgs Metallics.
Whatever. It's like Power Rangers, but with younger kids,
it's
right?
Like Power
and they're
Rangers
fine.
5-year-olds, and also like the other weird shit.
Yeah, it's the other weird shit
Which is the same problem that Masked Rider had. It's like, it's Power Rangers, except for the 90% of the show that's other weird shit.
Yeah, that's like Ferbus.
Yeah.
And his just bizarrely like multi-ethnic family. Because they don't get into it. Like it's such a 90s thing. Because his dad's a white guy, his mom is Asian, and they have forget if it's an adopted. It has to be, but like younger brother, younger sister, one of those who's black, and then there's him who's an alien.
Yep.
And their fucking weird creature Ferbus.
Yes.
Awesome. They were real pleased with themselves when they came up with that cast.
That's the only real example of forced diversity.
That's it. They were like, it's the 90s, man. We gotta,
That's the actual only example.
That's the one time it was real. Was them being like, okay, this family of 4 has to contain no 2 people from the same ethnic group. And we're not going to talk about why. I remember watching that and being like, because I was very young when I watched this, and I was like, wait, am I missing something? This is, huh? Okay. I mean, it's all perfectly reasonable stuff, but just why they did it.
It's a little unoriginal.
It's a little, it could happen.
Because it's the fucking Masked Rider.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole reason Dex dresses like that, right, in all white with like the white jacket with like the black. I am Amazon with like the black lapels and shit. It's because they literally dressed him the same as Kotaro, so they could just use more fucking footage from RX. Which is so funny.
I love Masked Rider. I hope they burn the footage from that.
The best thing Masked Rider ever did was be in that episode of Power Rangers.
And that episode sucked.
The episode sucked, but it was better than all of Masked Rider.
Yeah, that episode was really bad.
All the Shadow Moon stuff in Masked Rider is awesome. There is no Shadow Moon stuff, don't even say that. He goes to school.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He goes to American high school around Halloween. He's also, it's a it's one of my favorite things. I don't know if like the guy who's playing the teacher that he interacts with is really tall, but it's one of those moments where you have like fucking 4'6" Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Masked Rider Warriors.
Yeah, well, because those were in the show.
They had that footage.
Well, I mean, they kind of have to be there. They were. I don't know if you've seen RX, but they were in
Yeah,
the show for like 5 or 6 episodes.
They're doing important stuff.
You know why?
Why?
Did you remember in Skyrider halfway through where other writers started showing
Yes.
up? Because the ratings were fucking trash.
Awesome! It's great how Toei never learns anything.
It's the same thing. RX's ratings were shit, so they just brought back the writers.
They're like, oh man, you know, Black did so well, we're going to make a sequel to it that's nothing like Black.
To be fair about that.
And then it's like, oh, it didn't, people don't like it? It's not doing as well as Black? You know what we have to do. Get them on the phone.
Get them on the phone.
Get them on the phone right now. Get them in.
Oh my god. Any of them ever appeared out of costume.
No, I'm sure they did.
Do you know who played Rider Man? Though?
Who did play Rider?
Mr. Kamen Rider himself.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Jesus, he was around for
he was around forever.
What a guy.
Several years before he would be Agito. Like a decade.
Yeah.
Before he would be
crazy.
Agito.
I always forget he wasn't Cougar.
No, he wasn't.
Surprising, but yeah, he was. He started Agito.
To be fair to RX,
yes,
it was a different show until they decided to amalgamize it into Black RX.
Yes.
They just
why did they
shunted Kotaro in there. It was supposed to just be a different,
like another
to its own credit thing, which probably would have resulted in a more fondly remembered show.
Than without the unfavorable comparisons.
Without
to
the
Black.
unfavorable comparisons to like one of I mean, it's
the
not like
best.
they knew at the time, but they had an idea of the time that Black would go down as one of the most cherished seasons of Kamen Rider ever made.
Yeah, and
like arguably as cherished, if not more so, than the actual original series.
I think probably it is.
Black is like the next generation of like the Star Trek, the next generation of Kamen Rider, where a lot of people would argue that it's better than the original incarnation, and like is a better like more is a better representation of what like the ideals of the original creator are than the original thing that was originally created. You could say that about Kuga too.
Yeah,
but you could say
like
that more
in terms
Black,
of show
they're like
more connected.
Yeah, but at the time they didn't realize.
No, but
obviously
it's still quite a cheap move, isn't it?
They couldn't have possibly realized how important Black would be, especially to markets that existed outside of Japan, like South American markets.
Oh god, yeah.
There's no fucking possible way anybody could have predicted that.
They couldn't have known, but like it's still such a Toei thing to do, to be like, man, this show did really well. Let's take the next thing we're making and just stick the guy from this in that.
Yeah,
and it'll do twice as well.
And then they in a smaller way did that again with Agito.
Yeah, kind of did.
Where a lot of, I mean, it's fine as it is. Like it didn't really harm Agito at all. But you could tell that a lot of things from Agito got aped from Kuga. The focus on police characters.
Yeah.
The unknown are very similar to Grongi.
They really are.
Agito is politically a dragon.
But in all other terms,
Kiva got it way worse.
Kiva, oh man,
Agito did.
We've said this before. We've talked about this before, isn't it? Inue's forever getting handed the mandate from Toei to be like, right, make last year's thing, but like again.
Make it again.
He does it. It's like everything he gets is that. Everything that he has from the outset.
Kind of.
Donbrothers, it kind of is. You know, the gears and stuff. The fucking.
I mean, at this point, like he's gone to the point. At this, like, no, fuck you.
He has not divorced it as hard as he possibly could from being Zenkaija 2, except for the part where every episode is fucking stupid and nothing happens. But you know.
Yeah, but I mean, with Agito, it was literal because there was a lot of consideration given to actually making Agito a sequel.
Yeah, I mean they give it some lip service right near the start. Like
They did.
they
Is that
mentioned
actually in? Oh, they do actually literally mention unknowns.
yeah, they mentioned unknown life, like in the case of unknown life form number 4. So they straight up mention Cougar,
Yeah,
and then
very
that's
vaguely,
very vaguely right at the beginning, and
and
then
then they
never
never
ever
mention it
again.
again, unless you like
But
dig
just like
into. Sorry.
oh yeah, but like it's just like so they establish early on that this is textually like in the same like the events of Cougar in some form have played out in advance of
Yeah,
this
and then they
because
rolled back on that.
yeah, they kind of tried to get away from it a bit, but like I mean G3 is clearly
G3 is
based
textual. Like
on
if you like dig into like supplementary materials, G3 is
just
textually the police force's attempt to recreate Kuga.
yeah,
That's why he
which
looks like Kuga.
yeah,
That's why G3X looks like Ultimate.
yeah,
Like text. That's why it has those shoulder pads. That's why it has those antenna. It is textually supposed to be Ultimate Kuga.
mm,
But a man-made version of Ultimate Kuga. It is textually why G3 exists. Like not only why
yeah,
it looks like that, but textually why G3 exists is because they decided that they couldn't rely on something like Kuga.
yeah. They had to make their own version of
As
it.
much as I hate the Kuga manga, it
Yeah,
also runs with that idea since it's now just the Akito manga.
which is really
But there's
funny.
earlier
I forget
parts where
they're
like
still doing that.
they introduce earlier versions of the G armor while
G1,
the Kuga plot is still going on.
yeah.
But
I
like,
didn't know till very recently that G2 was like a fucking artificial Go-Ram.
oh yeah, that's right.
That was news to me. I knew about G1, and obviously everyone knows G3, but G2 had completely eluded me.
Yeah, but
What a weird thing.
they did walk back on it with a statement. Um, it was like like the statement was something to the effect. It was like you can pretend like you can decide if you want this to be a sequel to Kuga or not. But we ended up not making it any more textual than a couple of small references because we thought it might upset people if like the
Yeah.
world of Kuga didn't see peace after everything Godai went through.
Yeah, this is the right way to
Which
think
was
about
probably
it.
the right call in retrospect.
It's better that it not be like
Yeah. But
that none of
they
that
do
shit
reference
mattered.
that concept quite a bit. They did it very heavily in Decade with World of Agito, which was very
yeah.
literally had Unknown in it. I mean, literally had
Yeah.
Donkey in it until the Unknown showed up.
Yeah.
Like,
And
it was
like
literally
the same
just the world of Kuga, but slightly different.
yeah, the same lady from World of Cougar was there.
Yeah, that was but
like,
that was their philosophy that they thought that they didn't want to cheapen the ending of Kuga by dropping Agito into it the next week.
Yeah, exactly.
If it had been like a long period of time, maybe that would have been different.
Yeah, it would be one thing.
But if literally it would have been 7 fucking days later.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been a little funny. Not like Black RX though.
No. Maybe they learned it. Maybe Toei did learn something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I realized actually I'm wrong. Not every single thing Inoue has ever been given has like from the outset has been just do last year's thing because Faiz wasn't that.
No, that's true.
Faiz was not Ryuki again.
Even though he wrote half of Ryuki.
Yeah, so maybe that's why. Like you already, you don't want to be doing all that shit again, man. Just go nuts.
Just do whatever. You've earned
do whatever the fuck.
You've earned it. Do your thing.
You've earned that, and then they realized they shouldn't do that,
and then they
didn't
said,
let them do it again.
Get out.
Wow, okay, never do that again. Go away for like 5 years, and we'll have you back to Deno 2.
2 years. Hibiki.
Oh yeah, well that was different circumstances. They weren't planning to have him back.
Like, we need to fix this.
Yeah, they didn't expect to be seeing him again so soon.
Come fix this.
They're like, hey,
come fix this.
Hey, could you?
To be fair, he was also doing movies at that time for them too.
Yeah, he was doing all the weird movies.
It's funny because the only good movie he's ever written was Paradise Lost.
Yeah, Paradise Lost. You've watched this before, right?
Movie. Yeah, we've watched
it. Is. Yeah, Paradise Lost is great.
Objectively the best Faiz. It's just condensed Faiz.
It's like
for
the
better and
best
for worse.
form of it. Yeah.
It's just all
All
the
of
ups
this
and downs
stuff.
of fives, but it's like 90 minutes long.
Yeah, so you don't have to suffer through fucking episode after episode after episode of Inoue bullshit when no one fucking gets anywhere. Ugh. What a nightmare. I love Fies.
I hate that show.
I hate that show.
And now, Inoue is writing nothing.
He's
Probably
done now,
by
right?
now, right?
Yeah, I mean, they've wrapped filming.
Oh yeah, they did wrap filming already.
He must be, yeah.
Oh, he's probably writing the movie though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or like Donbrothers Returns bullshit.
Yeah, they'll have him on for more Donbrothers, I'm sure.
Oh shit, he is writing that fuck ass manga, isn't he?
Oh,
I don't care about. I haven't actually heard anything about that manga after a couple of weeks.
No, I forgot.
Maybe it's just because I unfollowed like Gundam blog, like Twitter people because they're annoying. Because like Gundam fans are super annoying.
Yeah, never follow fans of things you like on
seriously.
Twitter.
That's why I don't
It's a
follow
really
Toku
bad
fans.
idea. Yeah, no.
My Twitter is completely like devoid of like tokusatsu content or like Gundam stuff because it's so unbearable over there. It's so fucking unbearable.
Twitter is a nightmare.
The worst years of Toku Tumblr have nothing compared to the average day on Toku Twitter. It's awful in there.
It's a fucking war zone out there.
Nightmare.
Every time I catch a fucking report from the front passing by my desk, sometimes I'll look in and I'm like, what the? You guys really fucking live like this?
You guys are really living like this, like on purpose.
Every day.
How old?
Every single day. You are out here like this.
Relax.
Bro,
Stop
relax.
Arguing.
These shows all suck.
Stop arguing. They all suck.
Every one of them.
No,
even the good ones.
I haven't heard about Inoue's Gundam manga for months, so I don't know if it's still going or like. I'm not gonna like read it because like he can go fuck himself.
Yeah,
I'm not reading that.
We're having our fun with Donbrothers, but like, do not forget, fuck Inoue.
I do not forget. We're having our fun with Donbrothers because Inoue is constrained by the genre and like demographic that he's in.
He has like there's certain things he can't be doing here, but he
would. Things, but he would if he could.
He would if he fucking could, and we know he would because he's done it when he was allowed to, and it was fucking horrible.
Anytime you take the leash off Inoue, he writes the worst shit you've ever seen. Anytime you start to think that Inoue is a good writer, and we like the LGBT community has forgiven Inoue, go watch fucking Rider Time Geo again. Okay?
Again.
Go watch Rider Time Decade again and see how that makes you feel. Because that's Inoue Unbound.
That's what he'll do.
Oh man, I really enjoy Inoue's No. Go watch Rider Time Ryuki. Go watch Rider Time. Go watch Rider Time stuff.
Oh man. I forgot about the Rider Time Ryuki thing. I remember more of Rider Time Decade and Geo because I watched at least some of those. Never watched Rider Time Ryuki.
I never watched Rider Time Ryuki.
The Ryuki thing is
because I knew it was going to be bad.
Yeah, because obviously.
I knew it was going to be bad because it's Ryuki content.
Yeah.
Ryuki hasn't been good ever. Like, after the last episode of Ryuki aired, like,
that was it.
actually put a fucking curse on the property so that it would never be good again.
Yeah, well, the curse was being it should never have been revisited.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you like, it's a fucking cursed well if you go back to
Actually, that's not true because fucking episode final came out during the run of the show.
Oh, yeah, that sucked too.
That sucked really bad too.
Crazy. Anything that isn't, maybe it's like Ryuki was just a very self-contained story that didn't really need.
It's almost like nobody who's ever written for Ryuki other than Kobayashi, and to be fair, in a way, but only during the course of the show.
Only when Kobayashi was holding the reins.
Actually understands what Ryuki is supposed to be about. Nobody who has written post content like outside of that period of time. I didn't like episode final, but at least to some extent it was Ryuki content that like tracked. It just wasn't good. Like, it was pretty bad. But like,
Yeah.
anytime that Riki characters show up in shit in the modern era, nobody understands what the fuck Riki is about. This is why we're all thankful that Toei is too fucking scared to touch Kuga.
Yeah, honestly, they would
fuck it up.
They would fuck it up so hard because the Kuga stuff they were just carving their own fucking thing out, right? They were not, because it was such a different time. They just weren't beholden to Toei in the same way that the modern guys
told Toei to fuck off and shit.
They would very, like, there's a lot of stories I've heard where, like, Toei would be like, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, and the Kuga stuff came back like, no.
No.
Are you fucking stupid? We're not doing that.
You could argue that Decade fucked up Kuga, but, like,
I don't
about that
so.
because it wasn't, like, trying to do Kuga. It was literally trying to do other, like...
It was like trying to free up the Kuga imagery and the Kuga mythos without having to actually go back and touch upon Kuga itself.
It was like,
which is really funny because
it was the best possible thing that they could have done, which is just invent a new version of the character to play with and then do nothing with him
ever. Even in the show, ever
but
since.
That's different than like Geo literally just not acknowledging Kuga exists.
Yeah.
Except for the movie, which also barely acknowledged Kuga exists.
Not Kuga, the guy that we know at all.
He used Kuga, the old one.
Yeah, Kuga, the original.
Kuga was in that movie is because that was the movie that they put another Kuga in.
Yeah, that was it.
Just because by law of how the thing works, there has to be another Kuga.
They had to do it. Remember when that thing was in the show once and just stood there in the background?
Yeah, they couldn't. They probably just used a screenshot of it.
Yeah, they couldn't like really do anything with that except for like I think it was some like very rudimentary animation, but like they didn't have there's no money for mocap on a TV show like that.
No, it also like that movie also had another double in it and a fucking Imagine.
Yes, Futuros.
What a normal guy. To be called that?
I don't know.
Why does he have to be called that? Like, he does not deserve. Oh shit! Another Den-O was in that. Man, that was so much bullshit in that movie.
Yeah, that movie was fucking.
I forget that Another Den-O was in that movie because they literally actually did Another Den-O again.
In the show.
In the show, they actually did Another Den-O again.
They should have made that another new Den-O.
I wish
they should have painted him blue.
That would have been fucking awesome. But like, it's just like it's not even like it's impossible, but like, it just doesn't work. The Kuga manga doesn't understand what Kuga was about.
God no, it doesn't.
Because it's not even trying to be fair. Not even to be fair, but like in a way, it's not just trying. He's just making a thing,
which is in itself
is bullshit, ridiculous vision. But it doesn't. It doesn't understand why Kuga was the way it was.
No.
And any Ryuki content doesn't understand why Ryuki was the way it was. The only thing that Ryuki content now can seem to get is that the Ryuki was violent.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like
it's
despite the fact that the manga is called Kamen Rider Kuga, it was clearly just bullshit dressing for Inoue to write an Agito to rewrite Agito.
Yeah, I actually kind of hadn't considered that. And to make it way worse.
Really horny.
Yeah. Sick fucking guy. I hate him.
I hate that asshole.
Hate that fucking guy.
Like, every time Ryuki stuff shows up, it's like, oh, Oja was a violent, crazy serial killer.
It's like...
He wasn't, really. I mean, he did kill people, and he was violent. But
like...
He wasn't a fucking psycho axe murderer.
He
wasn't just running around beating random people with a pipe.
Yeah. That whole thing about eating mud that they brought up in the thing when he was in X-Aid. What? I wish we could stop talking about that. I wish it stopped being relevant.
That was a meme, and they're like,
yeah. Hey, remember that?
Remember
and like,
if we must be fighting, like, it's a fucking meme. Do you remember the meme? They did a Shinjirion joke too.
They are. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, it's like
bad. Curse of Ryuki. And hey, they're in that movie now.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what was, what was Rider Time Ryuki about? Well, the Rider War is really violent, and everybody was a cunt.
Yeah, and people
Okay.
murdered each other. Cool.
Literally not why Ryuki was enjoyable. See, we liked Ryuki because Shinji wasn't like that. The drawing point of Ryuki was not that it was a death game. The drawing point of Ryuki was that it was trying to subvert that. The Change Yarn reference in Donbrothers. I mean, it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny that Inoue gets to do that.
That guy peaked his microphone. That was funny.
He did. That was good. I like that. I'm a strong proponent of guys going so hard in their vocal delivery that it fucks up the audio, and you really don't get enough of it these days.
Didn't re-record that.
No, they just left it. I don't think he really earned it. To be honest, I normally prefer that in moment. When guys like screaming each other's names and stuff.
Yeah.
I like it when that happens. Like that used to be a thing in like I guess kind of turn of the century stuff. You'd get that a bit more.
Yeah.
Is where I'm seeing it, where they just really blow out the fucking audio, just shouting at each other.
Donbrothers does that was like beyond normal shit.
Yeah, that like we really both heard that immediately. Like what? Hey.
That was not like that was like anybody could have heard that.
Tachibana-san.
I'm sure the audio in Blade is horrible.
Oh, it's fucked. It's so fucked.
Probably as bad as the camera work was.
It's amazing. I love Blade. I love early Blade. It's so bad.
Unwatchable is what it was. You don't notice it until somebody else points it out. And I'm like, this is one of my favorite episodes from Blade. And like, this camera work is awful. I'm like, shut up. Watch the episode. And then I like couldn't focus. I got mad for the rest of the episode because I was like, this is unwatchable.
I can't.
Why did you have to fucking bring that up?
Why'd you have to tell me now? I can't not fucking notice
it. And then I never watched Blade again.
This is one of the worst made shows
of all time.
Blade's so awesome. I forget the context it came up in, but like we've talked about how Blade kind of like took a long time for anyone involved to really know what they were doing.
Yep.
And I think it was you that said, yeah, like, the guy who plays Kenzaki, it took him a while to sort of learn how to, like, speak like a person.
Yes, his pronunciation was legendarily bad for some reason.
What was going on there?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is this his accent or something? I don't know. It's one of those parts about Blade that's very impenetrable because it's like the Japanese memes are too impenetrable.
The Japanese memes about Blade are like there's something else.
But like a lot of memes, because a lot of memes about Blade are like what I understand to be jokes about what it sounds like he's saying because his pronunciation is so bad.
Just so bad.
Like a lot of the American meme about like Tachibana-san, are you watching, is funny because just the way that scene is presented is humorous, but like the Japanese memes of that scene are on a whole different level because how bad his pronunciation is.
That's awesome.
Like in that scene, like how badly he's like slurring his words, which is not something you can understand if you don't even understand Japanese in the first place.
No, but I mean, I will say for how much Japanese I have now listened to, nothing else has ever sounded like that scene.
Yeah,
even a little. Like now, I know that
sounds like he's being tortured.
Like I've never heard the Japanese language sound like that from another human being.
Man butchered it.
He really, and they just let him.
They just
let him do that.
That's what happens when you hire fucking unknowns.
I guess that was like the best they could do, right?
That's probably the best take they had.
Yeah, imagine the rejected takes.
Yeah.
From the voiceover.
And it took like, I don't know, halfway into the show for him to learn how to like act.
Oh, awesome.
All the acting in this show was awful.
Yeah.
like every character was just acting. It was such an amateur. It was like that's really there's no other way to describe Blade. Like especially like the first half of Blade, especially is like just so amateurish. Nobody was acting right. Like nobody was just like nobody had any idea what they were doing. It's like a fucking student production. I don't know what the
it's seriously.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Like what went on there 4 years into it?
It's not like Vise had that problem, and it's certainly not like Hibiki had that problem.
No, just for Blade, like they just something went deeply wrong.
Something went like were they
imagine
just
the fight
saving money, like hiring complete assholes.
I'd actually never considered like watching the finale of Vise and then going into the first episode of Blade. Oh my lord.
Too much. Blade is camp. Yeah, Blade is camp. And then they pulled it out. They pulled it out their ass in the second half of the show. Somehow.
So they made it somehow.
I mean, they fired a guy.
Yeah, that must be great, Tachibana-san, having a dead girlfriend.
That's something Jiro would say.
It is. Mitsuki's one of the best, I think. One of the
greatest characters of all time.
One of the absolute most guys to ever do it.
One of the best scenes of anything in any history of all film is the bit where fucking Mitsuki gets kidnapped and is like being fucking suspended in the like in the fucking like the storage like set that's just the warehouse set.
Yeah.
And he's like hanging there in the middle of the fucking thing, and fucking Kenzaki calls Hajime to be like, hey, Mitsuki got kidnapped. We're gonna go rescue him. Are you in on this? And he goes, I'm having a tea party. I'm busy. and he's like, and in Kenzaki's like, I understand.
It's all right. I get it. These things come first.
And then like it cuts to the scene they're actually like in there trying to save him, and they're like fighting, and the camera keeps panning over to him just limply hanging in midair.
Blade's so awesome.
Blade is so awesome. I think that's the big part of Blade 2. Like I think that's in the second half.
Oh man, that's after it got good.
Yeah,
I'm having a tea party.
Like he was hanging out with whatever little girl's name was.
Yeah,
like, I'm having a tea party right now. I'm actually busy. He's like, I understand.
I'm booked up.
I'm sorry, I understand. And like, it's not broad. It's not like it's just that's a valid excuse that he just hangs up the phone.
That's it. Yeah, that's your lot.
Another good part about early Blade is when Hajime would just like randomly threaten to beat people to death for no reason.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like all the jokes were always about fucking Kenzaki and Tachibana and Mitsuki, but then like Hajime is so fucking funny.
Hajime would just randomly literally I will beat you to death.
I'll
fucking beat you to death right here with my bare hands. They're like, okay.
Huh? All right.
Okay. All right.
Oh man. Everyone in Blade is so nice.
Everyone in Blade is such a good show.
Such a good show.
Dan the Man was in that show.
I was just gonna say that's fucked that they did that.
That was fucked that they did that.
I want to say the second, possibly the second that I know of Ultra Brother to be in Kamen Rider.
Who the fuck
as a villain? Mr. Ultraman himself was in Black.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
He was in that episode we watched.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
About Birginia. The one where they had that little monkey in the briefcase.
Monkey!
Yeah,
that episode sucked.
Yeah, episode was fucking
I don't remember why that episode was in...
I think it was the one where Birginia got his special face makeup. And that was it.
No, I think it had the bike in it. I don't know why that episode was relevant.
No.
I think that was an episode where we were like, in retrospect, we shouldn't have watched that.
Yeah, I do recall it being like, except for being like, oh hey, Shin Hayato was in it though. as an evil scientist who Birginia stole his face. Because I guess he was working for Golgum.
Who invented death poison or whatever.
Oh, I think he was working. He was on Golgum's paycheck.
Oh yeah, probably. Tachibana's last moment with the broken helmet is like super iconic. It's
honestly,
definitely like a really good moment. It's so good they made a figure art specifically of that version of Garen.
Yeah, I was just thinking, the first time I think I ever saw stuff about Blade, this is years. It's going to be me bringing up the old Vangelis Kamen Rider videos again. But it was like the little, I guess they were the candy toy line at the time. Just a little like quite good figures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like this is like I don't know, 2010 or 11 or something. This is like, yeah, just little quite decent looking, like just painted figures, and he like showed off the whole wave, and the secret figure was Garen with just the cracked helmet, and he was talking about like the King Undead and all that stuff, and I had no idea what any of this was. I was like, what the fuck goes on here? Because that was the first time I'd seen like any indication of the person inside a Kamen Rider suit. I was like, oh, that kind of changes my perception of what's going on here. What is this series about? What is this?
I'm pretty sure the first season to do Broken Helmet had to have been Agito. It was G3.
Yeah, G3. Because who else could have?
Yeah, well, because up until that point, they weren't really necessarily helmets.
It was like their skin.
It was like their head. Like, you can't really do that with like a Showa rider. That's their face.
No, I mean you do see like the pictures of them with the helmet off, but that's all.
Well, that's not canon
stuff. Yeah, that's not real.
But G3 was the first rider who was wearing a suit of armor.
Yeah, and Gills beat the fuck out of them.
Agito, that was their bodies.
Yeah, which is weird.
And then that ended up being carried forward basically forever. Yeah, it was Gills beat the shit out of G3.
That's when they made G3X.
Hongo literally puts on the helmet in it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you can't break it though. Well, you could, but they never
stopped
did.
Being canon after a certain point.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Isn't that not just in the manga? Is that the original Henshin? No, that's just in the manga, isn't it?
Yeah, the only guy who puts on the helmet is Rider Man.
So I guess he was technically the first guy who just wore stuff.
Fucking. Yeah, because he's a mechanical
Hongo put on the
rider,
helmet
right?
in the manga, but I don't recall that being. Is it? Man, I don't remember that. It's been a while since I've seen Ichigo shit. Frequently wrong.
It was frequently
Bro's
wrong.
Cooking nothing.
He's on nothing. His hair even sticks out. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, that is.
They stopped doing that.
They stopped doing that at a certain point.
Yeah, the question was who had the first broken helmet, and that was G3.
And that was G3. And then I think somebody in Riki did that. I think Knight might have done it. No, I don't think they did it in Riki, actually.
No.
Those helmets might have been a little too complicated for shit like that. They were layered.
Yeah, with like the meshes and stuff.
Yeah,
don't talk to me about level 1 X-Side things.
When did it start in Sentai? If I know.
No. The earliest one I can think of is Time Ranger.
Time Ranger did it. Go-Go 5 did it, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh, Go-Go 5, they had like the see-through visors, so it was much easier to do.
Mega Ranger did it once, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot in that era. I think Gingaman did it. I know In Space did it. I mean, not In Space. I mean,
Lost Galaxy.
Lost Galaxy did it.
Yeah, I remember
At the
them
end
doing
of Lost Galaxy, they broke Leo's visor. Which was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, Lost Galaxy was cool.
Lost Galaxy was pretty sick, except for the part where some of the actors walked off set because they were assholes.
Yeah, but that's
that wasn't during the show though. That was during They did it in Jetman. Of course they did it in Jetman.
Of course they did Jetman. I've been seeing a lot of good clips of Guy Jetman lately.
Yes, I've been seeing this. Somebody's watching Jetman.
Right. Okay, that explains it. That one of him riding in on the bike and leaping off and just getting knocked right on his ass.
Himself.
Oh, he's so awesome. I love that Inue's men have always been like this. His favorite guys always suck and are terrible.
Slurping and sucking.
Like, for better or worse. Iconic for a reason.
Slurping and sucking and crying and shitting. Stop it. It's too late for that. What, you wanted to get... What, even stabbed? You wanted to get fucking killed? You want the end of the show to just be him just bleeding out dead?
Oh, on a bench.
That would imply that at the end of the show, Natsumi ends up leaving him for Kijino.
And Kijino kills him.
Kijino kills him. I want Kijino to die.
I want both. I want everyone outside of like the core 3 Donbrothers to fucking die.
And which 3 are the core ones in your mind?
Well, the ones who are the Sentai colors ones.
Okay, the core 3 characters in Donbrothers are Momotaro, Inu brother, and fucking Sonoi.
Okay, right. Well, characters. I mean, the core not the core characters, the core members. I want to just be a red, blue, and yellow.
They made a space-themed Titanus. No, they fucking didn't. Hold on, you're lying.
Huh? Hold on.
I've never heard of this.
We're both going to our sources.
Silver Titanus. What the fuck is this?
You're fucked up. You're fucking up.
This is stupid. What is this?
No
head. Man, I miss Power Rangers making.
Power Rangers went
their own
insane. Shit. Yeah.
Combines with the Deluxe Mega Voyager and Deluxe Mega Winger.
You are sick.
You're sick for that. This is crazy. It looks bad as hell. Hold on. This is fucking stupid. Hold on. Look at that. look at Delta Mega in there.
Oh no!
That Delta Mega toy sucks really bad.
Yeah, that is dog's dinner. What is this? Get out! Oh my god. Oh, okay, well I found the packaging image for it.
Oh, I saw the packaging too, yeah.
Yeah.
Deluxe Silver Titanus Carrier Sword.
You are fucking up with the...
It's got the Mega... You can put the Mega V rockets in it and shit.
Oh my god. What's your problem?
Bro, it stands up like a Minecraft zombie.
I forget what I was looking at a few days, get the fuck out. I forget what I was looking at, but like maybe it was, I was almost said Go-Go 5. Lightspeed Rescue?
Yeah.
Had like some shit, maybe it was Time for something, just had like a black and gold repaint of the fucking Lost Galaxy mech. It's just in the line. They just released that again. They just did that. The
black and gold repaints are actually Sentai thing too.
Are they?
Yeah.
Why'd they
used to do that for like every season?
But why'd they do it in the next line?
I don't know. Why
it wasn't in Lost Galaxy.
I don't know why that was happening. They used the black and gold version of fucking Victory Mars like in the show.
Weird behavior.
Yeah. Black and gold, I mean, whatever I just said.
It's not called fuck off. Super Train Megazord.
Super Train Megazord!
Fuck out of here! Get out! Flux charging Omega Megazord. Okay. You're insane. You're fucked. Sus. Grand Liner. My guy.
Maximum sex.
Maximum sex! Whoa.
Wow. Alright.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
Boobies.
Whoa, boobies.
When the model resets, they really go kind of crazy.
Alright. Everyone get up.
Everyone get up. Go home.
Alright. Here's where we're gonna go. I'm not gonna rate anybody because I don't care.
You will have to go.
Yeah, I'll have to go. I'm not gonna rate anyone because I don't care. I actually have like stuff to do. I have to get ready for work tomorrow.
I've got bed to do.
I might watch more Dragon Ball. So We're gonna start doing an ending screen again, so I'm gonna show you the ending screen. She's live right now. Can I raid myself? Deadass.
Oh, that'd be really funny.
The channel cannot rate itself. Fuck you!
Fuck! What's the point?
Fuck! I'm gonna make an alternate account.
Just to raid?
Yeah. Wait, you know what? I'll just read like the bunny channel or something.
Yeah. That's what I did as well. They're my go-to.
Oh shit! No. Nobody leave yet.
Nobody leave.
I just show you the
shit to
ending
do.
screen. Enjoy Snow Wolves. I think I will. The funny channel's not fucking on. The chicken channel is on though.
Ah, the chicken channel. Let's go. The bunny channel's supposed to always be on. They've let us down.
They're sleeping.
Oh,
all right.
That's fair.
You might want. Do you have the stream open?
I do.
When we cut the feed, you want to like turn the audio on so you can see it.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back on Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm not streaming on Friday because I'm busy. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.